friends. We are talking all things going live and monetizing our expertise, friends. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to come in and answer all questions for you. We're going to get going. We're going to talk all things going live. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for being here. And as we get to connecting and growing, I'm going to turn my volume off. There we go. We're on two different screens. There we go, friends. And how are you all doing this today? I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. We're going to get started in a second. Make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. So this is our growth season. I say it all the time. I want to make sure we are intentionally growing and we are improving. And a lot of this means just showing up, doing what you need to do for your target audience. So I appreciate you all being here. We're going to get to talking and chatting in a second. And as you come into the live, please make sure you like the live and comment so that I know you are here and I am able to get any of your questions answered. So appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much, friends. Like I said, we're going to get started in a second. And then I am going to start setting up my other screen. You know, I do a co-streaming. I do all that stuff. And I want to make sure I am supporting that as well. And we'll get to going in a second. Again, make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe as well so that you have all the information. And we thank you all. Appreciate you. My moderator, yes, Michelle Crochet, she will probably join us in shortly and answer questions for you. And I'm monitoring the chat as well, so you can get questions answered from me. And I'm happy to support you all and helping you grow. Okay, friends, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you coming in, liking the live. Thank you so much for all your support. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we will, if you go to my live, to my shorts or my long form content, like, comment, and subscribe there. I will also go to yours because I get the notifications. All who are coming in, like I just said, make sure you like this live, comment, and then ultimately subscribe. And so again, this is our growth season. We are all growing. We are becoming better versions of ourselves. We are making sure that we are connecting with our community, our target community, the community that wants to hear our message, the community that wants to be a part of our conversations. So make sure you are intentionally thinking about how to go live so people can get to know, like, and trust you. And ultimately, how do you monetize from offering a solution to your audience and leading them towards that solution. So let you know real quick, like the live if you're listening, go ahead and put a comment like, hello, how you doing? I'm looking forward to chatting with you. And then let me know where you're from, as well as make sure you subscribe, okay? Like I said, this is our growth season, so we are all growing. So you are more than welcome to engage and connect. I want to hear from you. We want to make sure we're building community here as well, okay? And so as you guys know, I always co-stream, so I am here chatting with you all as much as I am chatting. Hello, 1K. How are you, friend? Hi there. Hey, beautiful. How you doing, Liam? Lyle. That's it, Lyle. So, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Let me know if you don't mind liking the live, and if you can hit the subscribe button, we can subscribe as you can subscribe as well. And if you put a comment on one of my other videos, I'll see that notification and get it, and I can go back and do the same for your channel. So again, this is our growth season, and I am about to go live on TikTok. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for listening. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet, so she'll be in the room in a second. Hello, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. Come on in. We're going to talk all things going live and monetizing your expertise. Come on in. How you doing? Hello, my fairy treasure. How are you, friend? You came in supporting. I see you, friend. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Come on in, friend. Appreciate all the support. Look at you all coming in. Appreciate all the support. Come on in, Homer Rich. How are you, friend? How's your live going? Let me know how everything is going. My friends who have to go to the doctor today. All right, okay. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for sharing. Hello, Rhonda. Rhonda, how's everything going your way? Let me know how you're doing, Dr. Mildred. DM, thank you so much for being here. Is it Sakit Kania? Thank you so much. Moses, thank you for joining. All who are here on the YT and the TikTok as well, thank you all for coming in, supporting the live. Shirley Sue, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all coming in. Make sure you like the live, comment. Good morning, and let me know you are here. And we're going to get to chat and cut my light on so we can have a better lighting in the room. So let me know. And we're going to talk all about going live and monetizing our expertise. So this is my level up conversation. I want to make sure you guys feel comfortable understanding how to engage properly on a live stream, and then how do you build your community. And so a lot of it is just, first of all, being consistent. Hello. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. So I appreciate you all being here. Okay, unable to verify. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on, friend. Thank you so much for joining, though. Fashion Cowboy, all the friends coming in. Appreciate you all being here. You know, you guys know I do the co-streaming, so you guys see me on the YT talking. Let me show y'all real quick. You're like, Dr. Lisa, what is going on? That's my YT friends. They chatting in the chat. So I was answering questions that I'm like, I'm not sure what that question was about. Somebody was asking about verifying their channel, so I'm not sure. I don't have that level of expertise, so I'm not sure what you need to do. But well, let me take that back. Go on your TikTok studio. That's where you verify your channel. I know I remember doing that process. Thank you so much for the daily heart, my friend. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. So Rhonda, how many days have you done? Is it 2 weeks? How's it going for you? What is your lives like? Are you seeing some growth? You got to chat with me. Let me know how is it growing for you. And are you seeing some growth in your lives? Are you seeing more people in terms of the engagement? I think that's the key. As you're showing up and being consistent, you'll see that engagement. Let me know if that's happening for you. Uh-oh. Call, they're going to voicemail. Unfortunately. Hello, yes, Michelle Crochets, you are in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining. Hello, everyone. Yeah, somebody asked about verifying their channel. Do you see that, chat? I don't know if that's a child or not, but I wonder if that's in the settings. I remember having to do something, so I wonder if that's part of it. Ramona, how are you, friend? Come on in. How you doing, Ernesto? Appreciate you all. So again, someone asked earlier what this topic's about. I say my 10 o'clock is my level up conversation. So we're going to get to tapping and sharing the live. We're going to get to commenting. It's going good. I have had some good engagement. Yes, that's what it's about. That is what it's about. I'm good. Good morning, friend. So with this particular, and we'll get to tapping and sharing. We'll see how many of our friends are able to come in and connect with us. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Let me start sharing my own live. In the beginning, TikTok will take its time to promote and put things out there. We've noticed a difference in the algorithm, and so I'm just going to put it out there. We've noticed a difference, but that's okay. We're going to keep going, guys. We're going to keep going. Thank you so much. How you doing, Eugene Bell? How are you, friend? Come on in. Appreciate your friend. Eugene, I ask this every time you come in my live. Are you going live? Daquan, how are you? How are you doing, friend? Are you going live? Trying to get people to tap the screen and do all the things when they enter the room. Yes. Hello, friend. Eugene, are you going live? I don't know. I know the Eugene name is the name for here for these TikTok streets. But are you going live, friend? Let me know if you're going live. We'll be live soon. Look at you. What is this? Is this like the summer new you version? You're gonna come in come July. You're like, okay, we're at the halfway point of this year. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna finally take the plunge and just do it. Well, I will say this. Yes, clap your hands for. You've been sitting back waiting. I went live for the first time on Tuesday. Did you really? How was it? How did it go? Was it all that you expected? Was it nerve-wracking, or was it a nice amount of engagement? You know, one of the tips I give, um, and you said I was nervous. That's understandable. One of the tips I give in that very first couple lives or so, if you can have a buddy, somebody in the room with you, that makes it a little easier in terms of talking. I just ask them whether it's a family member, significant other, or somebody here on the TikTok streets. Just say, I need 30 minutes of your time. Come to my live. We're going to spend 30 minutes together. I'm going to be talking. I'm going to share this information with you, share my story. You just come in and just make sure you're engaging. And that's a good way to do it. um, and so that's a good way to do it. Yes, I need a buddy next time. Yes, that would help. The buddy does help. I mean, it's just someone else you can actually have that conversation with. Hello, Miss Darlene. How are you? Appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. The original Aborigine. Look at your friend. Come on in. Appreciate you coming in. So yes, that helps. And then in the beginning also, here's what I shared. And this is something I shared. I did the sub only live yesterday. I shared, somebody was like, how do I get more engagement? What does that look like? I said, you gotta promote. You gotta promote your live. You gotta be intentional. You can schedule a live event. That also helps you in terms of just knowing that you're gonna show up. Tyrone, thank you so much for being here, flying into the room. Appreciate your friend. Just knowing that you are showing up at that date and time, you scheduled it, it's on your calendar, you're communicated it to your community, you shared it out, you might have posted about it, you should have posted about it. You also put it in your story, you put it in your note, and you do that. And if you do that, you'll see how that helps. Yes, I need to do more. Yeah, promotion and schedule my live. You got to schedule it. That's one of that's it's kind of a cheat code, especially in the beginning. I will say this, I need to do it. Now, I've gotten away from it because I'm so more or less consistent. Well, I say more or less. More than less. But because I'm consistent, I've gotten away from doing that practice. And I will say that practice, it was the key, especially in the beginning. Scheduling, putting in my note every day. That's something I did do. Like if I didn't have it scheduled, I put it in the note, that little note bubble above your head. I did that for the 10 o'clock and the 4 p.m. So just getting back to that is going to help. People know you are showing up, you're talking about a certain topic. Your viewers, your followers, they get used to seeing that as well. And they know that that's what you're talking about. You solidify that as your content as well. So people, again, are seeing that you're showing up talking about this topic. Okay? So you want to be consistent in that way. Thank you, Miss Darlene. I appreciate you all. And so I set it on. So I'm gonna give you guys. We'll do some engagement first. I'm gonna give you guys an update in terms of something I did this morning, and I actually have another meeting later this afternoon. And then you guys know I'm doing my shop later. I set it on the webinar for TikTok, so I'll give an update on that in a second. But thank you all for liking the live, sharing out the live. Because I want to make sure I'm always open with you all, telling you I'm always looking behind the curtains and just trying to get a sense of what's happening in these TikTok streets and stuff. So I got a chance to sit in on a webinar about it. So I will share that, but let's see, I want to make sure we don't end up getting a flash go. I'm mid-sentence. How you doing, Trisha? Coming in. All my friends coming into the live. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, my friends on the YT. You guys know I co-stream on the YT, so if you're not on my YT channel, it's Dr. Lisa Shops. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet. She's in the chat right now for my friends on the YT on YouTube, and she's answering questions. So feel free to connect. We're going to talk all things going live and monetizing your expertise. I want to make sure you guys are learning and growing. But at the same time, I want you to think very intentional about what is your growth strategy. So we're going to talk about that too, because I want you guys to be intentional about how you engage this platform. TikTok is growing, and it's pretty interesting when you look at the stats. Hello, Heart and Joy. How are you? How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here for that daily Heart Me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all being here. Positive Solution, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate everybody who's coming in. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate your support as well. All right, friends. Thank you so much, Dawn. I see you as well. Come on in, Pamela. I see you joining. Let me know where you're from. You might be new to my live. If you are already new, let me know as well. I'm happy to chat with you. I'm well, thank you. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, this morning was actually a pretty interesting conversation. So let me just kind of dive in. I was going to let a few more people come in as you all are coming in. Good morning, Miss Leslie. Thank you so much. Okay, so one of the things I've been doing, I've been trying to do some behind the curtain conversations when it comes to an agency. You guys know, thank you so much for that daily heart rate. You guys know that TT, TikTok, has been really promoting that. And I was like, okay, there must be some angle here. Well, here's the angle. So I sat in a webinar that was about the Creator Network program and just kind of getting a sense of if this is something that I want to explore or not. I'm still researching and trying to figure out all the ins and outs. So there's another one that this afternoon that I'll have in a part two conversation. But essentially, what I learned, and this is the real deal. What I learned is that TikTok is really investing a lot in this live streaming platform because it first of all when you do over the past 5 6 years they said 2024 was the highest number that they've seen where people are live streaming. TikTok is actually at the top of it. They had 100 million people live streaming, and in 2024 46 of them, 46 million, were new people. Okay, so out of 100 million people in 2024, 46 million of them were new people clicking the go live button. Okay, so that's huge. That's huge. So when you think about people's experience, and this is just the people in this room here, I mean, you guys are many of my followers. Some people might be new to me. You guys are viewers, and then some of you are like, okay, do I want to click that go live button? Do I want to actually go live? Am I ready for that level of responsibility or consistency or engagement? And hello, good morning, graduate consultant. Appreciate your friend being here. And so what they're trying to do is make sure that they're building a pipeline essentially of strong support for those creators, these live hosts, to make sure that first of all you're consistent, okay, and that you show up and you're building your community. I always point to my watch and I say TikTok, TikTok. TikTok gave me a flash code. It's like, stop that talking. Give me 1 second. Let me start the flash code. TikTok is like, you're saying too much. Let me put a flash goal out there. but that really is what's going on. They want you to be consistent. They want you to show up. They want you to be successful. Here's what they're sharing basically is that the agency is literally part of your support system. So you don't know what you don't know. And people ask me all the time, well, is it good to have an agent? What should I do? What does that look like? Is that worth it? I'm still trying to figure out the answer to that. I'm going to lean towards yes, because again, you don't know what you don't know. However, there is resources that are available to you. There is, to a certain extent. Gina, thank you so much for joining, for being here, friends. Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate you. We just set the heart puff as the flash goal. So we need another 5. If you are coming into the room and haven't set one, I appreciate it if you would. And so as you're growing your community, about to join on YT. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. So if you're looking to grow your community, if you're looking to grow early on, understanding the platform, understanding all the things you need to do, it is important to start off with an agency. I think that's going to be a good idea. So I will say that I think there is something to be said about picking the right agency. That's what I would say. And so that's where TikTok is trying to make sure they're cultivating agencies that will really be a support system, not just in it for themselves, but making sure that they are actually helping the creators, because the creators is what matters. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no point in having an agency or an agent if you don't have creators, if you don't have people who are actually doing the work. Okay, so you need to have agencies that put creators first and make sure that they are supporting them. So that was kind of my key takeaway. Like, this is not all about, it's not one-sided. It is very much about putting the creator in the middle and making sure that they're getting the guidance and support they need. Yes, Michelle Crochets, thank you so much for being here. She is in the room. She is in the building. Make sure you connect with her so you can learn all about the YT. When it comes to going on YT, you can connect with her, and she will help you with your optimizing your YouTube profile, making sure you're up to speed with how to optimize it on the back end, because there's a lot of things you need to know to be able to produce content over there, videos over there that will be successful and that will reach your target audience. So she's really great with letting you know what you need to do. So definitely connect with her. I think, Michelle, are you? I know you're super close. You're super close to hitting that 1,000. You got to be. I know last time we spoke, you were like within 25. So if you guys have not connected with her, please connect with her, because she is so close to getting to that 25 mark. You got to connect with her on the YT, so that way she can be successful. And then that's just another level of monetization. You got to keep it going, but that is where you get to the main threshold of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So she would be eligible for even more growth and monetization on YT. So definitely connect with her. I want to support her as well. How you doing, Jamie Lee? Appreciate you. So yeah, so from the webinar I set in on one this morning, one this evening. And so what it was, Jamie Lee, this might be helpful for you. This was the Creator Network program. So I'm doing some research and just trying to find out. I'm still sitting at 970, so she's exactly 25 away. So anybody in the room who has not, and if you have a YouTube channel, just connect with her. That's it. I mean, it's going to be a wealth of great information. She does, her videos are about growth, and it's about monetization. It's for new people trying to get on the YT and grow their channels. So I don't want you guys to miss out on that growth strategy. Yes, Michelle Crochets. She's in our Instagram group chat too. So yes, Michelle Crochets. We need 3 more heart puffs. Oh yes, we need 3 more heart puffs. I can't pin it yet, so I gotta pin it like in 1 minute. It'll let me pin again. So sitting on the Creator Network, what I was sharing earlier, there's over 100 million people. 100 million people. Thank you so much, friends, coming in, doing the heart puffs. Appreciate you. That are live streaming. So in 2024, last year, they counted 100 million people within TikTok universe, TikTok, that had gone live. 46 million of those people were new. Now, the reality is they want to continue that pipeline. They want to continue to grow it. They want to continue to help people. TikTok has a lot of good resources that are out there. They've actually improved their resources. How you doing, TikTok Taryn? Appreciate your friends coming into the live and getting your daily heart me. Appreciate you guys. We got our flash go going on right now. So I need 1 more puff. Anybody who had sent a puff? You can't send one if you sent one already. I mean, you can send one, but you can't. All right, we did it. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Appreciate us reaching the goal. Thank you so much for that. Yes. Finally got you here. Oh, yes, you got her. Yeah, so go on the YT. Go onto YouTube. If you have not connected with her, go over there. She does pop in here. Thank you so much, Stefan and Dana. Thank you. Oh, look at you. Send it out of Galaxy. Thank you so much. Is it Alani? Thank you so much. Appreciate your prayer for that Galaxy. Like, let me just send this lady a Galaxy. Get a heart puff. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. Who's it? Ooh la la. He's like, Dr. Lisa's so fancy. Thank you so much for that. That was sweet. So what I will say, let me see something. Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, I was seeing what TikTok had in the gift gallery. I was like, was that from the gift gallery? But it didn't say that. So thank you so much. You're welcome. Appreciate your friend. So my webinar this morning. So it was a webinar this morning, and I will say this: it was actually the UK version of TikTok, which is different. So they got a slightly few things that they do differently. So I'm doing one tonight that is the US version. So wait to get my right. Appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much. You said, Jamie Lee, she said she's going back over to her home. Come over to support. Yes. Jamie Lee, you come over. You on the YT all the time. Appreciate your friend. So what I will say is, so they're looking to grow. Now, out of those 46 million, not everyone is continuing to go live. And they see this as a value add. So when you think about, so the way TikTok talks about this, you figure you have your musicians, you have your gamers, you have your conversations. That's what's happening here too. Okay? You have your conversations, and then you have that just general bucket of people who are part of the entertainment niche. And so as they are looking for people to come live, where they see, and I wrote a note about this. I'm going to say the exact stat. I thought it was a pretty interesting stat. They said for the most people who are coming in and really engaging the most in lives. So let me ask this. This is a question. Do you think it's four categories? Do you think it's music, where people engage the most? Music, gaming, the conversations, or they call it interactive. That's kind of the entertainment, just kind of catch-all term. Which one do you think it is? Do you want me to go over to my team? No, you can say it's up to you. It's up to you. I think you're already connected with Yes Michelle, so it's up to you if you want to stay or go. So it's up to you. And so those four categories, conversation, it is. It's conversation. That's where people are coming in. They're coming in and they're building community. I think conversation, but I'm new. He said I'm new. Conversation. Yeah. It's the conversations. You come here and you come here for community. You come here to feel a sense of belonging. You come here to get great education. You come here to get possible inspiration from that person. So that conversation, they realize there's something special happening here and they want to cultivate that. So people will come to lives looking for that sense of belonging, that community, that way to connect with that live host. And so they had 46 million people starting in 2024 going live. Now, they want to make sure that they don't see a lot of attrition where people fall off and that they actually are retaining those people. And so that's where an agency comes into play, because that agency hopefully is going to offer some structure to your live, offer some feedback and guidance. Where do we get this type of information? I love to look at analysis. Well, okay, so that's what I was sharing with the Creator Network program. So essentially what TikTok was, this webinar I went to was about the Creator Network program. And it was talking about the value proposition of being a part of the Creator Network program. Like, what does it mean to be an agency? So that's because I know you guys had talked about that with me, and I'm like, okay, let me look into it. So I'm looking into it. I'm still intrigued. I still have a few questions. Obviously, I don't think I got all my questions answered because I attended the UK version, so it wasn't the US. So still, maybe, hopefully it's not too vastly different but between the two, but still want to make sure I'm attending getting the right information, especially since I'm based out of the US. But essentially what is happening, so this is where agencies become, and it's kind of like any agent. You said, oh, okay. It's like any agent. When you think about a sports agent or a talent agency or a modeling agency or something like that, you essentially are helping to obviously educate, train, promote, motivate that talent, that creator to continue. And so it was just an interesting concept to see, okay, well, wait a minute. What is it that TikTok can offer to make sure that people are actually staying consistent and doing this work? The agency becomes that, but that's the thing about it. You got to find an agency that is going to support you in that way, an agency that's going to train you, an agency that is going to help you grow. You don't see that consistently. I think the agency that I was with, not to bash them, I think their training was good, but it was just that upfront training. And then I felt like I was kind of off to my own devices. Yes, everyone, I do too. Oh, can everyone attend these webinars? Yeah, you can sign up for them. Yeah. So so let me say this. Yes. So when you go to TikTok's website, so that's all I did. I went to TikTok's website and I typed in, so you got to first be interested in like some of the different things. They have webinars on everything. So when you are on the business side, like if you're a seller, so anybody in the room who's a seller, create an account so I can attend. Yeah, that's it. You just tap into the account. Yeah. So if you are a seller, no, I'm not. Okay. So if you're a seller, you can attend the business webinar. So not that you can't as a regular creator, but you can. If you are, you get notifications. Maybe that's what I would say. You get more direct email notifications. So that's one thing. If you are interested in certain programs, so maybe the TikTok Shop Partner Program, which is how to become a TikTok Shop agency. I got invited and didn't know what it was to, thanks, Dr. Lisa, for giving great information. You're welcome, friend. That's what I do. Yes, you're so welcome. So yeah, you just sign up. If you go to the different, You said where was it? It was online. It was a Google Meets meeting. Yeah, it was online. So, but it was out of the UK. It was out of the UK. Um, and then what else was I about to say? Websites. So TikTok.com, and they have different Grand Rise. And how you doing, Cindy? They have different webinars depending on the interest program that you're into. You're interested into. I think I signed up and forgot. Well, yeah, and honestly, here's what I will tell you. This is just a pro tip. If you have an email, maybe the email you're using for your account, I would say just be mindful to check your emails because TikTok do send a lot of emails, y'all. TikTok is always sending emails. I'm just saying that. So I had signed up previously and realized when I did a search, I had gotten a confirmation back in was it May, early May, and I didn't attend because I didn't pay attention to the emails because everything says TikTok in my inbox. Yes, I think I ignored it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I ended up re-signing up and I was like, oh, I had already gotten a notification about this. But yes, so yes, TikTok is, yes, they spam you with a lot of messages all the time. And if you're in TikTok shop, it's a whole lot. So I would tell you, let me check. I will tell you, check your emails because they send different information for you to participate in all the time, and you can opt in because there's notifications. So if you are here's how the algorithm works. If there's certain things that you're interested in, you will start seeing that show up in your feed. Hello, Holly Q. Hello, Coach Miss Jessie. How you doing? Just fabulous. I saw you both come in. Favor, thank you so much. Cindy, I see you all. Thank you so much for coming in. So depending on what you're interested in, TikTok will send that information to you. Um, so just be on the lookout. Sign up for different things. You will get notifications. Again, because I belong to a couple different aspects of TikTok. When it comes to TikTok Shop, when it comes to just doing my live stuff, when it comes to I get notifications. I'm not a seller, but I clicked the button to think TikTok wanted me to be a seller. I wasn't, so I get their notifications now. So I get all types of emails from them. But because of that, this is something I did actually participate in because, like I said, I'm looking into what does it look like to grow and do this, and then be intentional about it. Still on the fence, still trying to discern. There's some things about the process that I got to make sure I understand. And then, like I said, there's another webinar later today. But this is for the Creator Network program, and just recognizing that at the end of the day, it is about making sure you're being as supportive as possible to creators. So that's the whole thing, and making sure that there is training out there. And then you have to be a person that's kind of committed to the go live process too. So if you are a creator that is someone who's on the fence, then obviously you won't see the growth that you need, that you could realize if you were being consistent. And when I say consistency engagement, that really is the key. It is consistency and engagement. When it comes to being an agency, there is some considerations in terms of your business entity. There's some things that you might want to be aware of when it comes to supporting creators, upfront costs that you may have to absorb just to make sure that everything's running smoothly with your business, like marketing and support to your creators. But again, that's stuff that you will get some training and understanding from TikTok, but at the same time, you have to be willing to support in that way. So those are the things that I'm kind of going through and just learning as much as I can before I make a decision on how I'm gonna move. TikTok me on new call web recharge unlock search bar. Yes, so that's, remember yesterday I mentioned you got to pay attention. What they've done now is that they have well, first of all, they have the website that they're promoting to go get your coins, but they also have a lot of campaigns that they're doing. So there's a lot of campaigns out there. So you want to see, and I think it's important for you all to start, if you're going to sign up for a campaign, it might be helpful to also boost your live too. Because I think, Holly, you asked that question, like, oh, if I start going, how do I get out of the D League? How do I move up? A lot of times it is because you're participating in one of those campaigns. Maybe you're battling or having matches or doing something else to kind of bring and drive attention to your live and make have more engagement in your live. So that's a big piece of it as well. So yeah, I was just sharing that webinar. It was really a really interesting concept and approach when you think about it from a business model, because a lot of it does come down to creators. First of all, like I said, with any business that you're in, you want to be consistent. That's it. That's the main thing. You got to be consistent. As you are building your live room and you're thinking about your topic has to be something where, again, people want to stop and listen, you know. And because conversations are so big on the live platform, making sure you have an audience that's interested in that topic and that conversation, you're talking to those people. So again, just thinking about it from that perspective, like I say it all the time, your audience is a reflection of you. So what would you want to hear? What would you want to talk about? What would you want to be engaged in? That's going to drive people to stop and listen and engage back. So so it'll be important for you to show up and be consistent and schedule yourself. So that's what we are talking about earlier in terms of how do you get more engagement? How do you support? How do you get more support? It is because you're showing up and promoting your live. Okay. Was it titled Live Shopping 101? No, that was TikTok Shop. A title like that would be TikTok Shop related favorite, I believe. If that was the title, it would have to be something shop related. That was a webinar. I didn't attend that, but it was shop related. It's absolutely shop related. That's what that one was about. So yeah, I did not attend it. That just happened last week, if I'm not mistaken. It was like last Wednesday, Thursday. I think that's what I signed up for. Yes. Are you oh, Jim Hare. I was about to say, are you in shop? Yes, Jim Hare is in shop. Yes, yes. How you doing, the giver coach? So I will keep you guys posted. You guys, the people in this room, May 22nd, I forgot. Okay, there was another one. Because I think Live Legion, Jessica mentioned it. There must have been another one that happened last week that I missed. That was out there. Thank you so much, friend. I will keep you guys posted because as I go through this, I'm kind of trying to I'm spinning my wheels trying to get a sense of what does this look like if the capacity is there, if it makes sense, what type of support would look like, what would support look like for everybody. Like I was sharing earlier, when it comes to agencies, TikTok is actively pushing that because they have so many creators and not enough support to train them and help them grow. And how do you build a community? And then ultimately, how do you make sure that people are staying? TikTok. People are staying. People are engaging. People are essentially, being on the platform for long periods of time and supporting that live host, that room, that community. So that's what it's all about. So you'll see more agencies pop up. There are a lot of them. Did we get an extension? You know what? That's why when I attended the UK version, I haven't attended the US. So that's why I kind of want to attend to see what happens in the US conversation. We did not, as of yet, to answer your question. It's funny you asked that. I sat in on a clip that someone had talked about last week. What was that? Jamie Lee, I think you had shared her information with me, but I had already been following her. Her name is, she's a Lisa also. Lisa Millard is like this news reporter, and she has like a big following, and she's been kind of keeping track of the whole US TikTok relationship and what's going to happen. And she had posted about it last week where she was sharing that I think it was more or less her still speculating because there's no real up-to-date information out right now. I think there was some early conversation where president was talking about maybe offering another extension. So that was probably a month or so ago. So it's not recent. But I think that has been said that he would be interested in offering another extension. But again, the latest update that we got about the U.S.-China relationships kind of offers a little bit more hope in the sense of, okay, things are moving. We're seeing some progress. There's some momentum there. So I still stand in the camp that this place ain't going nowhere. I'm going to say it's not going anywhere also because of what I'm seeing. If I even just kind of read the tea leaves when it comes to what was just discussed in that meeting this morning, when you think about what was discussed, when I go to conversations surrounding TikTok Shop, it's not going anywhere. There's too much going on, too much money, too much. Thank you so much, friends. Um, Too much going on for people to make this change, and obviously there's too much money to be earned. So with that, it's not going anywhere. Um, so her reporting kind of led to he might use it as a bargaining tool. So we may see there could be a potential that it goes dark for a period of time, like less than 24 hours, like last time, if that is used as a bargaining chip. There was speculation that she shared that there was already a deal that was made. It was just up to China to approve it. And so I do believe that is still the case, that there's probably some new owners that we're going to see. And what we're seeing lately with the newest updates and all the things that's happening is indicative of that change, that they're cleaning up the account. They're making sure information is transparent. They're making sure people are engaging. And the creators here, the live hosts and creators here are complying with TikTok guidelines and the community guidelines and all those things. So that's what's happening. We're seeing a lot of that. So I wouldn't think that it's going to go away. And I think even when I go to the session tonight, they're going to say, okay, business as usual. We're going to continue to move. We're going to continue to grow and do this. So I will keep you posted as I learn more. Um, but I think a lot of it is just continue to do what you're doing and stay consistent. And that's what I'm doing. So my room is not rooming the way it used to be, and that's okay. Like I said, it will get back. It will be fine. I will get back. You get invited to these sessions. No, you sign up for them. That's what I was saying. You sign up for them. Yeah. So you just sign up for it. So yeah, that's it. It just depends on what you're looking for. You said where. So, like I said, the algorithm brought it to my attention because well, first of all, I posted that video that talked about creator networks, but just search in the search bar. If you search up the creator network program, it popped up as a something to sign up for if I'm interested in that. I think Jamie Lee, she sent it to me, but your link didn't work. I had already signed up for it, which is the one I missed before. And so I just went back and signed up because it came in my algorithm. Going to the webinars. So going to the webinars is smart. You can go to one a week if you want to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they have webinars all the time. They should do. So again, it just depends on what interest and topic you are interested in. But yeah, okay. Yeah. Same way you just said you did the shop 101. They send you emails. They will send you emails. So they have a lot of different programs. That's what I'm saying too. So it's a different programs. Like if you're a business. So in my feed, I see a lot relating to business. And again, I think it's because of what I talk about, what I'm searching. I talk about branding. So the algorithm is listening. It's listening. So I talk about branding. I talk about going live. I talk about in my feed. What else do I talk about? I talk about motivational stuff. My other page is shop stuff. So I get emails from different areas of TikTok because of that. Emails and stuff that shows up in my feed. I'm not aware of the webinars. Yeah. Yeah, so I get all that because I honestly I think it's just in my feed. But also it's whatever you click, whatever you're interested in, it'll show you that. Thank you all, friends. I'm glad I know. I thought they cost you thought they cost that 10? No. No. I haven't come across one that's for a fee. I haven't. But not to say that there's not something out there, but I haven't seen it. So, let me know anybody else in the room seeing something that there's a cost associated with it. I haven't come across anything that has a fee. Thank you all for the support. I see you all. So, yeah. So no, especially, and let me say this, my friends, if you guys are into TikTok shop, you definitely want to start attending some of those webinars and making sure that you are reading some of the information under shop. So you want to take some time. I can't prove, but if you spend a lot of time in TikTok academies trying to learn, you'll be invited. Okay, interesting. Okay, you think so? Interesting. I I can't prove that either. I do know what happens though in my feed, so maybe there is some truth to that. What happens in my feed, and if you guys start going to different things, if you guys start searching in that search bar for different topics, it shows up in my feed. So to that point, I get a lot of stuff for TikTok Academy. TikTok Business Academy in their feeds and stuff. I get a lot of so when I say a lot, I'm saying commercials. So when you think about you're scrolling through and you see people's content, you stop. Like every 4, 5 videos that I'll go through, there's going to be a TikTok video that comes after. So I'm seeing that level of consistency where they're marketing the TikTok Live Academy. So stuff from the Live Academy, that's a really big one here too. TikTok Live Academy, I'm seeing stuff for TikTok Business. Again, I think because of my topic, what I talk about, all of that is related. So I see a lot of stuff for that. On my other account, I see a lot of stuff for Shop. So those are the areas. I did used to see stuff for Shop here too, but it was all like TikTok commercials, essentially, that I would get. And so I'll keep you guys posted. Like I said, I come here, I operate in a place of transparency, just so that you guys know what exactly is going on. But anything you see in this app, if you guys are trying to be in this app, you can attend it. Yeah. So sign up, attend, determine, what exactly you want to be involved in. So I'll keep you posted. If the agency stuff is a thing I move forward on, I'll keep you guys posted on that. I haven't decided yet. Like I said, it's still rather, there's a couple boxes I still need to check for myself just to understand the scope. And so when you get into something like this, then it becomes, scalability. Hello, Diamond. How are you, friend? Scalability, time management, cost, because everything you do, I recognize that there's always some initial cost that you have to put into it to make sure that it's manageable and that you can market and promote and structure yourself accordingly. So all that means there's some upfront costs associated with it. So I recognize that. And so I just got to be prepared to know all the details before I say, okay, this is where I want to go with this, what direction I want to go. Let me know if there's any questions to that. Like I said, I wanted to make sure I brought it here first as I'm learning and growing about it and learning more about it. And if you don't mind, keep tapping. Let's see, tap in. Anybody new in the room? If you are new, say hello. I'm happy to answer questions, friends. Appreciate you all. TikTok is still doing the most of my life, but that is okay. I appreciate that. Nordy, how are you, friend? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. You said East Coast, West Coast, Shawty. Thank you so much. Hello, Dr. Lise. How you doing, friends? You guys are new to the live. You said, I am fine. Appreciate you being here. Make life easy. Deals, place, music, live. Awesome, awesome. Are you a live host, friend? East Coast, are you doing live as well? Thank you both for being here. This is my backup account. To what? Nordy? The Nordy? The other account. How you doing, friend? Great. How are you today? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Are you guys going live? Let me know. Yes. How are you, Nordy? Nordy, you got your other account up here. Awesome. Awesome. Friend, are you going live yet? I think you were sharing that had you started? I think you had started on the other account. So let me know if you're going live. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for the lives. Like I said, I'll keep you posted as I learn more. Christine, how are you? Hello, everyone from Buffalo, New York. Welcome. Starting all over here. Okay. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? So the other account, yeah, this is a brand new account. So what is this account going to do? Is this going to be your shop account? I think that's what you were sharing, that you might be interested in shop. Live every morning, 6:30 a.m. Bible structure reading. Yes, my live host in my room. Come on in, share your live topics. Hey, how you doing, Dee Dee? Yeah, I want to use this for my shop account. There we go. Awesome. What? Okay, Nordy, Ghana flag, and you moved from Ghana to the U.S. I think that's the conversation we had. And you were, yes, Ghana. Yep, see, I remember. And so you're in the U.S. and you wanted to do shop here. That's what it was. Yes. Awesome. That's right. Told you I've never been to Nigeria. So that's why I was like, no, it was where I've been. So we talked about it was the Ghana flag. Yep. Awesome. Well, welcome, friend. Yes, get it started. And so, yeah, you're growing this account so you can get it for shop. Awesome. Yeah. So, my friends in the room, we got Just Fabulous. She did that. We got Halaku. She doesn't have her other account in here, but she did that as well. We got Miss Darlene. She grew her other account. We had Favorite. She grew her other account. So, that is, I think that is a great practice. In if you learn anything from me, you want to make sure you try to keep those accounts separated because the algorithm will confuse what you're doing. So yeah, it's definitely a good practice to have a separate account for your shop and you can manage over there. That was a conversation I had this morning as well in terms of shop and here with the two agency, and they kind of affirmed yes, those are two different programs, two different agencies. You want to keep them separate. I'll come in from my other account. Look at you, friend. Yes, lots of love. Appreciate you. Earned. What? Hold on one second. Wait a minute, Dee. You saying something? I just learned. I just learning 10K diamond. Earn. Oh, you just earned 10K diamonds? Is that what you're saying? You just got to the 10K diamond mark? Awesome. Look at you, friend. Awesome. You're growing. So yes, look at you, Dee Dee. Look at you. Are you my friend? Good morning. How you doing, friend? Greetings. Appreciate you being here. Are you you going live daily? What are you doing? Let me know what you're doing. Good morning. Good morning. How are your friend? Greetings. Appreciate that. Look at that. Artist TT Shop host. Okay, you do TikTok shop. Look at you. Art prints and tumblers. Nice, nice. Passing through and dropping a little support. Appreciate you, friend. So TikTok shop host. Are you a business account? So you're showing your tumblers and other products that way, or you doing other people's products? Let me know, friend. Greetings. Appreciate you coming through. And all who are coming in, holla cute TTS. Appreciate you, friend. Hella cute. That's right, hella cute. Miss Darlene, thank you so much for coming in. So yeah, so my friend, she said, I am back. So my friends who are new to me, like I said, this is my go live and monetize your expertise. So as you know, what I talk about is building your community. So if I can take language from what I learned this morning, yes, only my products. I am an independent artist hustling from me. There we go. That's it. And this is a great platform for it. So when I shared that stat earlier, I just wanted to kind of underscore the fact that there are a lot of people who are here who are going live, building community, promoting their products, talking to people who need to hear their inspirational words. And so that's what this is all about. And so TikTok understands the value of that. So they are looking for people to continue doing that and be consistent. That's the whole thing. Consistency is what matters. This is my TikTok shop account. Happy to engage and connect with other TikTok shop babes. There we go, friend. Oh, that's so cute. So you changed your name. I like that. Hella cute TikTok finds, TikTok shop finds. I love that. I love that name. That's right. So Halaku is you did some rebranding for your name, but I like that. I like that a lot, friend. So so when you think about showing up here, there's obviously customers, especially for our business accounts. There's customers, and then there is community. There's your viewers. There are your people you want to talk to. So you want to make sure you're being consistent. You want to make sure you're showing up for them, and then obviously as you grow your community, as you continue to show up and be consistent. And consistency to me, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Consistency to me is like 4 to 7 days a week. Okay? I'm not talking about 1, 2, or 3. I'm talking about at least 4 days that you are showing up. And then it talks about how long you're going. So I say a minimum of 30 minutes, but honestly, to really see your community grow and to get interest, you got to consider going at least an hour, 90 minutes to upwards of 2 hours. Because again, that's the whole TikTok algorithm, how it pushes people out. So you want to make sure that you're being present. So, hello, Nika Grace. How are you? You said, it's interesting about the webinars. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. You're welcome, friend. Customers, community, and consistency. That's it, D. That's it. That's it. Those taking notes, huh, friend? That's it. But you got to make sure you are being customer oriented in that way. Shana, thank you so much, all who are coming in. Highly recommended webinars. Yeah, they're really good. So this is like the second webinar I attended in like the last 30 days. I attended one that was for new people who to understand TikTok from a new person's perspective. That was something that they offered. And honestly, I'll tell you real quick, that was something that was showing up here in the little, I call it TikTok's commercial, the little ad box here. I clicked it. I was actually in the live. I clicked it. It was something, I can't remember the title of it, but it was something that intrigued me. I was like, interesting. So I want to say it said something about beginner 101 or some type of title like that. So I clicked it, and it was just like a little form you filled out to participate. And I did it right here in my live. So again, they're sending stuff. They're sending stuff all the time. You can sign up for any number of things. So I just joined it, even for a shop product, an hour. Sean, even for a shop product, yes, more like 2 hours, but yes, yes. For shop, they do say they want you to go live for try to go live for at least 2 hours. That's what they say for shop, for TikTok shop. Yeah, try to go live for at least 2 hours because you'll see kind of this. It'll have an ebb and flow. But to get the algorithm warmed up, to get you talking about the products, yeah, wow, 2 hours, yeah, yeah. Thanks, awesome. Awesome, thanks, yes. Yeah, so try, and again, you're rotating products. So if you're talking about products, you're talking about them think about it from each product should get anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes of your time. So if I'm talking about the auto clicker, you guys will see me in my live because I go live tonight, and I think I'm going to do my tech products again. I was torn about doing them, and this is just me talking out loud. Like I said, I don't gatekeep with you all, so I'll let you guys know what's happening. I'm actually supposed to transition to sharing more supplements in terms of supplements and those type of products too. I do have a few that are ready to come in that are samples that I requested that I'm waiting to come in, but I have products that I'm already using, have been using, that I'm going to share as well. So still trying to wait to make sure I'm ready to present all of them. But if you have like anywhere between, you typically want to go 2 hours with about 10 products. Okay. So again, thinking that you're going to give each product about 10 minutes of your time, and then you might rotate and share a quick overview of each of those products. Then that's what you're going to do. So as you're talking, so like if I was going to talk about this tapper, you guys will see me in the live where I share and I demonstrate and I show you how the numbers go up and how it impacts your likes, and I show you the view count so you guys can see in real time what does it mean to have it and how do you engage with this type of device, the auto clicker. And so we'll talk about that, and I'll talk about that for about a good 5 to it's on average 10 minutes because I spend a little time there just because I'm a new ambassador for OCEA. Is that, you say the initials, OCEA, or do I say OCEA? Thank you so much, Nord. I appreciate your friend for that gift. That was your first time gifting on the new account. Appreciate you. For the products are in TikTok shop, so I'm selling those on lives. Yes, yes. So so again, you would just go live on those products and talk, rotate between each of them and talk about them in terms of the features and benefits, and then ultimately rotate between those products and maybe a few others, and then circle back to those again. So if you're doing 2 hours, different people, and this is the thing about a live, and I always share this, every time you go live, there are different people coming to your room. There are going to be, so Shauna, you're new. There's some other people who D came in, they're new. There are new people in the live. So as you are going live, people are coming in, they're learning about you, they're getting to know you. They're hearing maybe something you say that they're hanging on to, and they're like, maybe I need to listen a little closer to what's being said here. Interesting. Thank you so much for joining Take the Leap and Empowered. Appreciate you all coming in, getting your daily heartbeat. Thank you so much for that. And so they'll stop and listen to what you're sharing, and then they will engage. So shop is a little different though, because shop becomes where people are listening. Hello, Portia. See your friend. Shop is different because people are listening and looking at the products. So when it comes to a traditional live room, people are not going to engage as much because they're shopping. So they're there to get in front, to learn about the products. And if you are live and they're clicking at a product, they see that someone's live about that product because it shows up. then they can click and go straight into your live as they're searching. So again, if you got a product that's pretty popular, people are curious, and you're going live, then you'll get a different audience pretty frequently throughout the live. So that's why they say do 2 hours, because it's constant people coming and going. Makes a lot of sense. Thank you for sharing so openly. You're welcome. That's what I do, friend. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Portia. Appreciate you all. Let me know if you are new in the room. Put new in the chat. We're gonna get to chatting. Let me know if you have other questions. Like I said, this has been a good conversation. Hard to find an exact match. What you mean, friend? Which it, you know what? Whatever you wrote, just fabulous. It didn't. I don't see it. I don't see the first part. Were you referring to a product that you got? I gotta get another one now. Okay, Diamond, what you gotta get another one? Another account? Hello, Lady BB. I don't think I said that. Diamond, hello to you too. Appreciate you for being here. Nika Grace, thank you so much for being here. I'm catching up on any comments. Good morning. Frank, greetings, and it's perfectly okay to give a shop host a daily heart me. Yes, it is. May I ask what kind of doctor? Oh, I am a PhD. PhD, not an EDD, but a PhD. I did that research. um, PhD in leadership and education, and my doctorate concentration was higher ed administration. I was a senior administrator for about 25 years in different colleges and universities. And then I most recently worked for a company that did online program management for higher colleges and universities, higher ed. So I was a VP for partnerships too. So yes, I've been around education. My specialization in higher ed was student affairs and specifically career education. So I oversaw the career services, student employment, internships, as well as diversity, equity, and inclusion for TRIO programs. So that was my other area that I specialized in. But yes, thank you for asking. Hold on. Thank you so much. Take the leap. And it's perfectly okay to give a shop. Hold on one second. It moved away again. Hold on one second. One second. Is it perfectly? Oh yes. You know what I do? Frame greetings. For my TikTok shop, I make my live post goal. My goal, I make it the heart me. That's what I've been doing. The daily heart me has been my goal for when I do my shop videos. I mean my shoppable lives. Yeah. What time will you go live tonight with your shop? Oh, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So I'm on the East Coast. Thank you, Dee. I'm on the East Coast. So 8:30 p.m. Eastern. My page is Dr. Lisa Shops. So I'm torn. Tapper. Diamond, you said you got, oh, that's right. You said you got to get a new tapper. That's right. When using the shop camera, I'm trying to put it together. I missed what you were sharing. When using the shop camera, Coach Miss Jessie, let me know. Start your whole sentence over when using a shop camera. An educator, very nice. Thank you for the answer. You're welcome, friend. Well, let me say this. PhD, MBA, and Master's in Social Work. So I have 3 advanced degrees. I just thought I would put that out there, sir. No wonder you teach with patience. I do. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm used to teaching. I taught multiple courses, undergrad level and grad level. So yes, I do. So I just watched your video on Heart Me. Does it only benefit people that go live? Yes. Yes. 3 beats of my heart. How you doing, friend? Yes, the Daily Heart Me is the Heart Plus right here. It is just for the live room. And it's when you become, let me put my little sticker up. It's when you become part of the fan club, which we call the fam club in here now. Okay, that's what we call it. Let's go, girl. Yes. So that's what we call the fan club, but it's the fan club. So that's the Heart Plus. It says join my fan club, and essentially you are becoming a part of this community. If you go to someone else's live, you become a part of their community, and it's a way for people to grow. Okay, wait a minute. So Coach Miss Jessie, with products that we already have at home. Lisa, how you doing? How you doing, Dazzling? How are you, friend? Let me say, Coach Miss Jessie, because it's split up and I missed what you're sharing. Do you want to come up? Let me know if you're asking. I'm dragging today. I was dragging today too. I appreciate you. He said I was dragging today. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You was up late. Cause every time I come up and wake up in the morning and I put my little motivational message, I see where you didn't sent you didn't sent your little late night message saying I'm in the streets of TikTok. Come support me. And because I don't get to it at that time because I don't see it. Honestly, I don't see it because I end up either I'm asleep or I'm putting my little guy to sleep. But I'm like, rest assured, ma'am, you are being in these streets. I appreciate you. Look at you. You're like, look here, I'm not. You got the summers off, don't you? You're like, the summers is off. I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna have a good time. Dr. Lisa, if we're doing our live, can we use elevator and escalator through the building? Um, You're saying, okay, I know what you're saying. I was about to say elevator, escalator. I said, is that a new live thing feature? No, you're moving and moving around. Escalator shouldn't be a problem. Elevator possibly. It may the signal may not go through. So I would definitely say escalator is probably a better choice than the elevator. However, you can try it and see. Or you could potentially, if you're in your live, say, hey guys, I'm about to get on the elevator. I'm going to pause my live for a second. Maybe that might work. Pause it for a quick second and then come back as you go up. That could potentially work where you just tell your audience to hang on for a second. Dr. Lisa, I had my first live yesterday. Look at you, Lady BB. Wow, that's awesome. I will be working on my doctorate in education. Really? Awesome. Congratulations. I know we can't be in a car. Yeah, you can't be in a car. Don't do a car. But I think elevator escalator should be fine. I would say that's okay. The escalator should be fine. Yeah. You're not, you're thinking about the movement. Elevator, in that case, the elevator might be the better choice and pause it. But the escalator should be fine because it's not a moving vehicle. You know, they could tell if you're in a car. So you should be fine. I don't think that should be a problem. I think I see what you're saying, the movement of it all. I was in the streets late and I'm not finished with school yet. Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Nordy said you'll get a violation for which one? For the escalator? Okay. So I'm assuming you've seen that happen. You've seen that happen with the escalator because of the movement? And we can link multiple pages in a live. And we can link multiple pages in a live. Thanks for answering newbie questions. What do you mean by that? And we can link multiple products. Oh, multiple products. I'm sorry, I said pages. Products. Okay, we can link multiple products in a live. Yes. You can do a product set and link multiple products. Absolutely. Yes. That's a product set. You have multiple products inside a set that maybe is themed, and then you can add those products. They're in your live, and you can one by one pin them. Yes. Oh, you said for the car. He was referring to the car. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. The violation is for a car, not for an escalator. So, or an elevator. Otherwise, you might lose reception. Yeah, you might lose reception. That's what I said. Maybe pause your live and just tell people you'll be back. If you pause it, maybe we'll see. Maybe it'll work. Thanks. You're welcome. All right. Coach Miss Jessie, any other questions? Let me know if there's any other questions. Coach Miss Jessie, I'm going to invite you up, friend, because I think you wanted to ask a very specific question. I just want to make sure. Did the invite sent? I just sent it. So let me know if you, hello, God's girl. I know I can't be in a car. Yes. Good morning. Good evening, everyone. Evening. D, where are you at? What time zone you on? It's 11 a.m. my time zone. Let me know. Hello, Coach Miss Jessie. Hey, just fabulous. I gotta say the name in the room. Just fabulous.
Yes. Okay. So I was trying to ask about when we use the camera in the on the homepage when you're trying to put products that you already have in your home in your showcase. You know how you take a picture of it so you can find the identical product in TikTok Shop.
So when you are,
I was saying that I've been using the camera to take the picture so it could help me match. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like I'm scrolling for days for just trying to find a match of this product. So I heard someone say you can use the Amazon link to put there in TikTok shop, but I don't even know what that means and how that works. But I was trying to find out, like, have you done it?
I
Or
have not done it, and I do believe you can do that. I do believe you can. I'm not sure what the process is. That's a new feature. Um, that's a new feature, if I'm not mistaken. But again, I don't know all the details behind it. Somebody, and we might need to ask Jessica about it for Live Legion. Somebody asked that in the more recent thread on the Discord, and I actually did respond because it's funny. I told you guys I see stuff that comes in my feed. So on my shop page, it actually did talk about linking products from Amazon. It was a commercial. A young man was talking. He was like, "Hey, you now can link your products from Amazon into your TikTok shop." Yeah, so it is a way to do it. I just don't know all the details. Amazon was smart to connect with TikTok because I hardly ever shop there anymore. Yes, yeah. So it's something you can do, but I don't know how to do it, and I don't know all the details. So that, to your point, it is a feature.
okay,
And
yeah,
then just in the converse, that's also on the reverse. TikTok Shop is similar, where they're saying you can promote your TikTok Shop products. You can take a link and put it. Oh, look at you, Summer of Love. Thank you so much. Summer of Live. That's what it said. Thank you. That you can actually promote your TikTok Shop product. You can link something on other platforms. You can do that even if you don't have the product.
okay.
So maybe you don't have the product, but you essentially are sharing it out as an affiliate. And so, not that you have to literally own it, you now can just share it and say, here's some products that you can get.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want to eventually be an affiliate for the Zon because I have so much of the Zon stuff. I mean, like my house is full of Zon, but I was getting so frustrated with trying to match perfectly the items. I will find some, um, something, and I'm like, okay, and I take a picture of it, and I'm like, oh my god, I am scrolling and searching. I'm like, it's got to be a better way to do this, so that I put the stuff in my showcase, and I'm doing the first one tomorrow. So I'm like, okay, it's hard to find my stuff. So how do I get ready to do this tomorrow if I don't have, much to showcase because I haven't had a lot that I was able to match. I have some,
What's
but
your sum? Are you 5 or 6 products?
I mostly was able to find like the glasses, and I think like one outfit, and
So
so
what?
far I would say like maybe 3 pair of glasses I think and one outfit
Okay,
so far.
that's good for an hour live. Just start with an hour. Yeah, like I said, 2 hours is what you really want, but you can just say, I'm starting off with those products. Do you have any other beauty products like lipstick or some other type of
Yes,
makeup
well,
products?
okay, I do have like a lip gloss and all of that stuff, and I gotta see if I guess they are on TikTok because I told her about like my jewelry. My jewelry comes from paparazzi because I was a consultant for 5 years. I just ended
Mm.
that, so I have a lot of the paparazzi jewelry, and so the other consultants are trying to get me to come back to that, but I'm thinking about it. I don't know yet. But the jewelry that I have, she Jessica was like, "Oh yeah, I need you to put that in the showcase," and I was like, okay, cool. So I've been like trying to wrap my brain and finding it, and I'm like, wait, I know that you can sell TikTok I mean, you can sell a paparazzi on TikTok, but I don't know if if paparazzi has like a TikTok page, per se, like QVC have a page,
Check. I
and
mean, yeah, definitely check because yeah, there's a lot of big sellers here. So you should check and see if they have a page, and if they have a page, link their products in your showcase.
yes, that's what I'm gonna do today and try to find it. But I was getting a little discouraged because I said, yeah, I know that a lot of the people won't give you samples if you don't have much going on as far as like videos of reviews. And then I know the other stuff I do have, the electronic stuff. She said just kind of, if someone asks you, you mention that, but that's not the thing you want to lead with. So I was like, well, I was going to lead with those because I know I just got those. So, but I don't want to mix up stuff and all of that because I don't want to be labeled as those things because I'm not trying to do that. But I was just trying to make sure that I have stuff that I review, stuff that I'm giving a video for, just so I can have stuff in my on my page. So as I do ask for samples, people will be able to see like, okay, she's been, she has stuff and all of that, as opposed to coming to my page like she don't have anything going on.
Yeah. Well, the short stuff, she's in the chat. She says she went live with one product. That is true. I mean, you really could, like the 4 products that you have, you could absolutely go live with those 4 products and talk about them. So just see if there's some other accessories you can potentially add, like you said, jewelry, bracelets, necklace, earrings, those type of things, makeup, and just see if there's something where you can kind of like complete the look. So you have your outfit, and then you're trading out the different glasses, accessories, but then you also have some other products like lip gloss or some other things that you can add, and for the live stream. Um, when it comes to Amazon, leave that for Jessica and see if she can answer that question. I think that's going to be a great question, to see how do you properly link them, if you can do that. I believe you can. Like I said, I saw a little commercial, and that's the first thing I thought about. It's like, oh, well, now I can promote Amazon products through TikTok Shop. So that's exactly what I was thinking, but I'm not sure. So for me, my electronics, I got these stage lights here, and I got them from the Zone. And I was like, okay, well, wait, maybe now I can link these from over there to here, to my showcase. So I'm assuming you can do it. I just haven't inquired fully about it.
Yeah, I know we don't have a training tomorrow, but I'm gonna message her and see if I can find out, because my thing is tomorrow. We had decided to push it back a little bit to finish some of the stuff, and she was able to see my background because, oh my gosh, she came to a coaching live the other day, and I happened to be on the other side as that I'm doing for the TikTok shop. And so I was like, oh, so since you're here, what do you think about my background? Next thing I know, the whole thing turned into a whole fashion show. It was so funny. So we turned into a whole fashion show. She was like, oh my gosh, she loved the background and what I've done with the setup and things like that, which is very fun because I was very intentional about it. So it could be, ready for it. But my only discouragement has been with the products and trying to match stuff up. And, I'm already nervous about it in the first place. But I'm just going to go for it tomorrow and have a good time. And,
All right. Awesome. All right, cool. Keep us posted on when you go live and stuff too. I think you said 11 a.m. you're going to try to do your regular live time.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is go live probably tomorrow morning about 10 o'clock to do like a regular live first.
Okay.
And just kind of like give some excitement, maybe like for like 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then come back at 11 to just do, because I'm gonna do a live event for it.
Okay.
So that the 11 o'clock is just all the shoppable live stuff, because it's like switching it in the middle is like, she said no, just do a live event for it. So I'm gonna go live beforehand so I can promote it, and I'm gonna do the same thing with Coach Miss Jessie, do a live bit too, just to get some people to know like, hey, come over there at 11 a.m. to support me. Whatever.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Coach Miss Jessie. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try my best to be there. I think that's noon East Coast time. So awesome. Appreciate you.
Yes. 11. Yes.
Okay. All right, friend. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Okay.
Lady Exclusive, I saw your questions, friend. I did a sub live yesterday. I did it last night at 6:30. So the next one is 2 Wednesdays out. So I gotta look at a calendar. Let me see if I can click my calendar here real quick. It would be the 25th. 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 So I usually try to do every other Wednesday. And so that is what I've been doing. And then you had another question. I want to make sure I understood your question because you were sharing 10K followers where you said not affiliate, but the pilot program. I guess which one you need 10K for and a certain amount of views. That is the creator rewards program. That's where when you have 10,000 followers, you're invited in 100,000 views in a month, in a calendar month. You're able to then get invited into the creator rewards program. So you're not essentially that's for content. So your content is getting a lot of views. Your content, you have built a community where people are really absorbing and interested in your content. It's one of those things where I'm not invited into the program yet. My content has not reached that 100,000 views mark yet. So recognizing that that does take a little time. And it's one of those things where it may be a little, what is it, underwhelming, for lack of a better word, in the sense that you get there, you get invited, and then the payout is probably not what you're going to think it's going to be. So a lot of people have kind of complained about the criteria, what's expected of you to be able to monetize in that way through that program. So just know it's another program out there, and if you get into it, that's great. And if you don't, hey, it'll be fine as well. That's the way I look at it. 25th of what time? 6:30 p.m. Eastern. 6:30 in the evening. 6:30 p.m. Eastern is when I do them. I typically do them in the evening at 6:30. I'm telling you all, the Creator Rewards Program is stingy. Bigger upside in TikTok shop. There you go. And Halleck got a lot of followers. Halleck, like, look here. Now she's on her shop page on this account, but let me be clear. She got followers. She's done well in her views, and she like, please believe me. Yes, I've heard. Yeah, I've heard it's not all what it's cracked up to be. It's not what you expect. So you're getting literally cents for a lot of your content, and it's not awesome. And yes, I've heard about the violations. If you get a violation and you're live, is it best to reset afterwards? Is it best to reset? Reset. What do you mean by reset? Are you saying the violation pops up on your screen and you leave your live? Is that what you're saying? And you start a new live right after that violation pop up? I think you need to go back and look at the violation first, and you probably need to appeal it. That would be my recommendation. Make sure you appeal it immediately. If you don't get a response based on your appeal, because the AI is reviewing it, you might need to go to the main profile page, click the three lines in the corner, settings and privacy, and then submit a report a problem, especially if it was a violation that should not have been violated. So definitely report a problem, because the AI is picking up on different things all the time. So you want to make sure that whatever you have done in that live, that it's being evaluated correctly. And so you can report a problem if it's giving you a violation that shouldn't be a violation. You said maybe you could make a link to register your sub only so people get notified. You know what? So here's what I need to do. To your point, I need to do it sooner. I've been notifying you guys within like 24 to 48 hours. So to your point, since I know it's the 25th, I'm going to make it a live event. You can sign up for it. So I'll give you guys ample notice, but it's the 25th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I've been doing every other Wednesday as a standard to kind of make sure I stay consistent that way and I can fit it in and I don't put anything else on that schedule. So that is my Wednesday sub only live time. So I do Wednesdays at 6:30 Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So yes. So I will do that. I will schedule a live event. I usually do a video. I put it on the home screen. I put in my stories. I do all that stuff. But I do need to do better with giving a more notice. You can create a live TV talk show plus live QV. She's on here. Listen to Dr. Lisa and get your money. Yes. Yes, yeah. So yeah, you definitely could. From a live perspective, you can. Yep, yep. It's and I think you're saying that in terms of making sure that you do it, um, and don't worry about creator rewards program. That's essentially what you're sharing. So you're looking for the monetization with your content, which is fine, but there's definitely a lot more upside to going live and doing it, from a live perspective. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. That's it. That's it. Get your money. Get your money. Like I said, I went to the webinar this morning, and that's essentially what they're talking about. Just making sure people are thinking very intentionally about live streaming, how you can, as a creator, earn exponentially in terms of how you're engaging with your community, from the gifting, from the subscriptions, from just being consistent. Okay, so all of that is possible. There's a lot of upside to this. So I don't want you guys to miss out on that. Let me know, Lady Exclusive. Did you have any other questions, friends? Anybody else who have questions? Let me know. You're welcome to come up. I have the boxes up if you guys want to come up and ask questions. That is not a problem. Dee Dee, I see where you sent an invite. Let me make sure I'm not. I'm gonna accept your. I'm gonna click accept your invite. Let me know if you meant that. I know Nika said I didn't mean it. It was an accident. I cultivated some people who are willing to come tap away when I go live. There we go. When are you doing your live, friend? Just tell us. Give us an update on when you're going live. Uh-oh, Dee Dee, is it working? Yep, that's just spinning for you, friend. Let me know. Um, Nubian, you put, and DML, I think you put as well. Dee Dee, are you there? Let me invite the others. Um, Let me see. I'm doing it in order.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, who came in? Nubian. Okay, Nubian. I think that's your voice. Dee Dee, I don't know what happened, friend. Yours was not letting you come in. Nubian, did you want to go first? I think you had a quick. Did you have a question?
I'm just wondering, I know each person does it differently, but now when we start to go and rack up our coins or purchase coins, on average, what's the amount of coins that you get per week? I'm just curious because my husband's like, "What are you doing? I keep seeing TikTok all over our account."
Ah,
I'm just curious.
you definitely have the budget, and what you could do also, if you are getting gifts in your lives, you can exchange those.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah. So that may be what you do as well. I mean, in terms of how you allocate the exchange. Thank you, friend who subscribed. I appreciate you doing that. Um, Shauna, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining. Um, yeah, so you go to your monetization screen, or even here in the gift box and coins, click click it, and it should take you to an option to exchange within there. However, if it doesn't, go to your monetization screen, click where you have money showing up as a balance. So click that amount, and then go to the amount where it says the balance. And if you click to it, it's a couple different clicks. I'm not, it's not coming to me correctly, but essentially it's a couple different clicks. But if you'll click to it, and it'll get to the point where it says, do you want to exchange these exchange for coins? You'll see the little coin option. Click the coin option, and it will ask you, do you want to exchange? And you can exchange for that money that you've earned from your lives, because you've gone live pretty frequently and regularly. So you should, if you have a balance sitting there, you can exchange that for coins. When it comes to your budget is your budget. So I would say, um, per month, if you want it, I tell people for my life, especially beginners, if you got $20, that's 2,000 coins. Go on the website, get coins, you get a discount. So you got 2,000 coins or so. You can decide, how do you disperse? How do you share? Do you give, depending on the live host or a room you're going to? Maybe you might spend, you know, 50 coins, 100 coins, and then you go to another room and you spend that amount. It just depends on what you're doing and how you want to support the live. As time goes on, there's a gift gallery. You might become a title gifter. One period, you might decide if you want to do the title gifter for that room, or do you not? Do you want to just meet to their goal, their wish box goal, or you just want to sit a couple roses and keep it moving and get your daily heart meet? So you just decide. That's a personal decision in terms of what you want to allocate. But I tell you, especially as a new person, you don't break the bank. You just decide early on how much you want to engage. Engaging is key though, and as you move up in your levels, that meant that you did a whole lot more gifting over time. So it just depends on what your level is too. But it is important for you to engage and gift and do what you need to do. Always check your blue box level. And when I say check that, that determines how you will decide from your own personal budget and decision how you want to move forward with leveling up or not.
Okay. And I just have two questions. Like, one is quick. Are you recording today on YouTube also?
I am co-streaming, yes.
Okay. So I see that you have the featured button up there, and sometimes it says learn. I still can't figure out how to get like up at the top of your phone, it says featured. I still can't figure out how to get the learn or whatever I want to go up there.
So when you first start your live, I don't know why I say featured. Am I being featured? TikTok, let me know. Am I being featured? The featured is a new one. I'm not sure why it's showing that.
Because I'll forget. The other one is how do you make stickers? But it says you have to have at least 2 or 3 people in your subscription before you can make a sticker. But that's another question I had too.
Oh yeah, okay. You're saying stickers for subscriptions, yes. So it is very much about your subscription setup and how you go into the subscription side and you create maybe a sticker from like Canva, make sure it's transparent, and then you upload it into you put in your camera roll and then you upload it into the TikTok shop area. I mean, not TikTok shop, the TikTok subscriber area.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. You just decide to create something like if you did in Canva, you just make sure that it's square shape. Make sure you save it as a transparent image. It can be a PNG file. Download it to your camera roll, and then you upload it into the sticker area. Okay. Your other question, the feature learn
Yes.
when you're on your screen before the go live screen before you actually click that second go live. That's where you put your title at. Right under the title is where you could put what type of room you are. You can pick your category, your topic, and it's just a scroll down option. I usually have learn there, and then as you are and then you see a wish box as well that you can put on up there in terms of your wish goal. But that's it. You just select what you want.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hello, friends. Um,
Hi.
hello. Let's see. I'm screenshotting. I'm trying to make sure I get some stuff for what does feature mean so I can read it later. Hello.
Feature pretty much the breakdown, showing you the talent, people who doing talent shows, people who doing dating shows and everything like that.
Okay, that's what I was saying. I was like, why is that? So that's just something that you all can see. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're able to be able to just see, like you have a learning room, they will have you right posted in the learning educational section.
Yeah. So why isn't my learn room topic showing up? So they just have it showing featured right now.
Yeah,
Interesting.
those who probably are just like right now have a lot of people and a lot of good flow going on.
Okay.
Oh, I got a couple of questions, but that's the first one. So, with the violation that happens in your room, right? Is it best you appeal that and then you can reset because I didn't put my time in, time that I want to put in. I noticed that some people will get off live and get back online if they get that. Does that make a difference? Because before I did it and I kept going and then I ended up getting the bananas.
Mm. Yeah. Whatever that violation was, you didn't appeal it or resolve it.
So I
It was
realized a lot of the violations I get is nothing pertaining to what's going on in my room at all.
what is it related to?
So some that says substance and alcohol abuse. I don't smoke and drink. My lies at all.
Where's your live? What's in your background?
Nothing in my background. I have a picture of a cat, a tiger. That's it.
Um. So I had somebody else who got that violation. It was two things that was happening. The AI was picking up her voice, the way her voice sounds, and it sounds, I guess, like you know how somebody might have like a. You said what now?
Well, like she was under the influence.
Yeah, it was kind of a slur. Now you don't sound like you're under influence, but it was like a slur for her voice. So it was almost like she had like a speech impediment. But that, you know, obviously I don't think she did, but it was just a slow talker. So I think that was part of what she was dealing with. The other thing that she was dealing with was her lighting. And when I actually came to her live, that's the first thing I pointed out. I said, your lighting looks hazed. Like it's almost like your phone needs to be cleaned or something's going on with your lighting. It really looked. Let me see if I can do it now. I can't. I don't know if I'm be able to do it. Look at my lighting off. It was very. So my lighting is pretty, but it was darker. It was like a little. It was like a dim light. Now I just cut off my lights in here, and you can tell the lighting changed. But still, her lens looked like it was cloudy. And so I don't know if that's it. You might want to check your lighting. You might want to check what your view looks like from look at your recordings and see if there's something going on there.
Well, I do finish up my lighting. Maybe I switched to my lighting, but that wasn't the case. I feel like somebody's reporting me. The more I'm growing, the more I'm getting false reports, and it could be a mixture. Because I'm getting the substance, I'm getting the hate speech. I don't talk hate towards anybody. I don't discriminate. I don't never talk about anybody's nationality as far as coming at me.
So typically, when they give a violation, though, they typically have something with. From what I've seen with the violations, they usually give you a recording of what.
I don't receive any recordings at all.
You don't see anything.
Anything. It's blank when I go look at the recordings.
It's blank. So they do have recordings that they sent you, but they're blank.
Yeah, just to show nothing. And I'm like, I want to see this specific because I know with me, I always try to keep it positive in my room. And when someone even starts to do too much, they start glitching my hands up the issue. I get them off the box and get them out of there real quick.
Do you belong to an agency at all yet?
Yeah, yes.
GQ.
Yeah.
And they haven't said anything about it yet.
Nope. And I try to have them help me, and they're like, "Oh, well, we tried," and yeah, nothing.
So maybe at this point, the recommendation to go and submit it so that an actual human looks at it and not the AI. Go to submit a report a problem rather, and see if that helps to alleviate it. Especially if they're, I mean, again, if the violation is not showing any, if the violation in the recording is blank, that's not helpful. If your room does not have any issues, I mean, you can put that in your statement that you've been experiencing somebody reporting you anonymously, and then ultimately that it's not valid, and so you want to make sure that you're having the proper support for your live and continue with your live going on. But yeah, if you're getting those violations for lighting, like I said, was an issue once before, but if you're saying you just have people who are hating on your live,
yeah.
I mean, do you turn on the 18 years and older?
I did have it on that, but when I do the battles, or I noticed that when I co-host, they tell me to turn it off.
You gotta turn it off. Yeah. Now, what I've heard from GQ is that they are saying that they're now about to make them so that it is defaulted to audience control. And so only when you do battles or if you want to have a co-host, you're going to have to actually manually cut it off before you start the live so that you can do that. So if that is the case, and then they say you got to make sure that once you do the battle or co-host that your content is appropriate for 18 years and under.
Yeah, so following up with that one, right? I don't have anything that's showing any nudity or anything like that, but they also are restricting my videos. When I first posted, the first week or two, it's out, it's going to the FYP, and after a while, I go and do my account check, because I do it daily, all of a sudden it's restricted.
What, your content?
Yes.
Restricted for what reason? Do they give the...
They're saying substance and alcohol. A lot of it is the same thing. Substance, alcohol. One said sexual behavior. I don't do none of that.
Mm.
So it's giving people are deliberately, or one person is deliberately reporting these every time they see me, because I've only been on here a little over 2 months, and I have leveled up, and now I'm at a BD, and there's a lot of people that's just coming from me at this point.
Oh wow. Yeah, I would. I definitely need to report a problem. I think yeah, you need to have them do a human analysis so you could see what exactly you keep getting these violations for.
You know,
If there is content that they're restricting, I would report that as well, and just see if you can get someone to review and say exactly what is the algorithm picking up. Because typically, obviously you do get haters, you get trolls, you get all that stuff, but for it to continue where they're approving whatever those reports are, because I
yes,
mean, you figure you could report something and TikTok will come back and say
right.
it came back unapproved. So there's something that the AI is picking up that they're allowing these reports to come through, to go through.
Mm. And I want to ask as far as like the campaign. So I signed up for a few campaigns, and you don't complete those goals. Does it affect you?
You know what? I don't want to say yes, but I do believe so. I don't have a definitive answer to say it doesn't, but the goal is that you are growing. TikTok wants you to grow. They want you to stay here and be consistent. So yeah, when you do those campaigns, the goal is for you to hopefully, be successful with each of those campaigns. Same thing with the gift gallery. Same, and that they put those out there and it does have an impact, I believe. I don't think they will say that, but I do believe it does have an impact in terms of your views and you being promoted even more in the algorithm.
And what is it supposed to be? Expected of your manager? Because I have a battle. Like he said, he may come. Like yeah. So I'm just like,
That's why I got out. So I shared earlier, I went to a webinar this morning that talked about the Creator Network programs and like what they should be doing. And TikTok is trying to get more Creator Network programs. So because they're growing in how many creators they have, and they can't train them all, they can't support everybody. So these agencies are supposed to be doing that, but they don't. And so that's the thing about it. If you're going to be an agency, then you want to make sure that you're helping all of your clients. You're just not trying to recruit, and bring more people on, and people don't feel supported. So I'm still trying to glean like what's the process and what exactly is involved with being an agency. But from what I said in today, it seemed as if the agency is given support by TikTok to make sure that people are feeling trained, feeling motivated, feeling a sense of belonging that they can say this agency is helping me. Um,
right.
I'm still trying to discern if I'm going to start an agency because I know it requires you to have.
Well, go ahead, cause I'm coming.
Okay. Well, you gotta leave GQ first, and then you probably gotta be gone for like 2 months after.
Remember, I told you in my 15 days they took me in before
um,
I even get the 15 days, and now I'm just in here. I already had to quit before I even went in there.
yeah, you gotta hit the quit button and just do the whole 30-day notice at this point. So you gotta do the 30-day notice, and then after those 30 days, you gotta wait 2 months to leave. Yeah, so that's all part of the process. But yeah,
And you missed a few days of post. Now, how long does it take before you able to get your momentum back?
um, not long, depending on the post. I mean, I missed a couple days. I did it intentionally because I was just trying to see how the algorithm was working. And a post I just did recently with the dual camera is performing pretty well for me, in relatively speaking. So it's performing really well. But it did take like 3 days because I haven't posted again. So it's taken 3 days for it to still kind of get out there in the algorithm and just make sure that people are still responding to it. So I think it's going to be one of those posts where it may continue to grow over time because people may come back and want to know about that particular topic. I would say it just depends on your post, what you did, what you're talking about, and how your first of all your followers are resonating with it, and then how they are reposting, favoriting, commenting. All that does matter. Is that all matters to how that post will go out to more people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do to be able to receive a payment from the post, like your videos?
You got to be 10,000 followers. That is a 10K rule. So 10,000 followers will allow you to have video gifts.
And how long does it take for the background approval? Like,
You paused. What happened?
sorry,
That's okay.
when you do a post background,
Say that again. You paused again.
like a board, when you try to create a board,
Okay, what about it?
and
You keep pausing.
the background
Okay. What did you say?
is
So,
board.
okay, what about the board?
And the enhancement
Uh-huh.
is a board.
Okay.
How long does it take the approval when you try to put a board up?
It's pretty instant. I've done a couple boards and it just shows that it's approved almost instantly.
Yeah, because mine's, I tried to do one and it was like it's gonna take a couple days or something to look through it. I don't know what to do.
Oh, that might be part of that violation, friend.
Oh man,
It might be associated with it. Do you normally have a board up?
no, I don't.
Okay, that's
Yeah, I
good.
was just trying
Yeah. So no, it should say instantly. Like literally, if I start a board and at the you do it before you're live, and I hit submit. Next thing I know, it was approved. So it was pretty instant for me.
okay.
Yeah. So you guys saw I used the board quite a bit when I was doing the whole UBC when they was having their launch or their affiliate program. I had a board on my thing and those were boards and they just approved it. So yeah.
How am I able to see it? That's a little bit, because I know that's where you probably get earlier times when you come on with the DVA and DVC. That's like more like I have to have like a laptop or a iPad to be able to see the whole thing, right? Because I'm in these programs, I got my phone, and I can't see everything to be able to even market.
I use my laptop where I flip my screen, and I show the different products that way. Like I'll show my stand store. I'll walk you through what's in my stand store. Yeah. So I'm using a laptop. I think that's what you're asking. So
Yeah.
yeah, with the video I just did with the dual camera, it shows you how you can have yourself in the screen, but you're showing your back camera to some other image. You could do it the reverse. Could you do it the reverse? No, you couldn't. I was gonna say you could do it the reverse where your front camera is showing the image, but
The
you
thing is, I'm only working with the phone. That's what like I signed up for this, but I don't have like the iPad setting or the laptop to be able to really like promote it. And I would need those in order to get the whole thing right.
I think that's a good strategy to have a laptop. Yes, to promote it. Yes, so that you can walk your audience through it. You always want to walk people through whatever you're offering. So you guys see me early on. I probably won't get to it today. We'll see. But I'll point to my stand store. Like here's the link. Here's how you get to it. Click my face, my main profile. Click my face again. It takes you to my main profile. Then I show you. I flip my camera. I show you in real time because I'm on my laptop showing you where you can see my profile and click the link. And then I walk you through the product. So you definitely want to walk people through it as a way to, again, first of all, see they can see it visually what to expect when they're clicking around, but also being able to showcase the features and benefits of what you have to offer.
Okay. And one more last question.
Okay.
When it comes to the likes, the shares, and all that, how do they equate as far as point system to the coins? Like with how many likes that you like, how many times you like the live, how many times you share out the live, and that offers from the estimate.
It's instant. So again, if you click that 19, it shows you how many points you got. It's calculating. I know it's instant because it's calculating when I do my shoppable live. My other account is in the live. I see how that live from tapping the screen, from commenting, is getting points.
So when I'm doing that, I'm getting a certain amount, you're getting a certain amount by as long as I'm tapping.
Tapping,
3 hours, and I'm getting a certain amount, or do it stop at a certain time?
click up there, that question mark. When you click the how many people are in the room, that question mark is gonna break it down for you. You get 3 points for every 10 minutes.
Okay.
So if you're tapping, if you tapped and did some tapping and you pause for 10 minutes, you tap again, you're gonna get your 3 points. I know, like I said, I know for a fact because my other account, is in my shoppable live. It is using the tapper. I may take the tapper off and then I'll put it back on and put the tapper on there. I can see in real time how I've gotten points. I've leveled up or gotten more points for my engagement. Primarily tapping, but that's the engagement that I'm doing. I'll put a comment in the chat every now and then, but not often. So it's mainly from me being in there tapping.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
All right, take care.
You too.
Anybody else want to come up? Hello, Nubian, and I see Jess. Did you want to come back up? Jess as well. I'm gonna put you both up real quick. Thank you so much, Rhonda. I saw you said, Dr. Latina, do agency. I'm considering it. Like I said, I have another meeting tonight, and I'll keep you guys posted as I decision, determine if this is the right path for me. I gotta sit in it for a little bit and just understand what's all involved. I'm one of those people where I'm like, okay, Lord, lead, direct my path. All right, friends. Jess, did you have a question or Nubian?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Back up.
Yeah, you hit accept again. I didn't know if you wanted me to accept. I mean, you hit invite.
I think I hit it by mistake.
Okay.
All right. So, talk to Nubian. Let me think. Because I'm here now.
Okay. I won't put you down. You said that's
Could
why I
you show
see.
us how does that tapper actually work? Do you have a separate phone where you could do that, put it on your, I've seen it separately like that, but does it move by itself or you still have to tap it with your finger?
No, move by yourself. This pulsates. It has like a little vibration to it. So it pulsates on top of the screen. You'll see it like pulsating because you're clipping it onto your phone. You're clipping it onto your phone there.
And it's battery operated or it's charged, so it doesn't.
It's corded actually. It can't be unattached from a cord. So you have to have it plugged in, and it's like a USB cord. So if you have it plugged into your laptop or plugged into, I have a little charging port that allows me to put in my put the UBC in it, and to charge it. So yeah, it's corded, and then you're just tapping. So it has the different levels. So yeah, it's good. For my shoppable live, I promote my live from my laptop. I'm sorry, from my tablet, and my phone becomes the second device. And so my phone is actually the device where my other account is a moderator for me. And that account is doing the tapping. It's also pinning products for me. So it's acting as a true moderator. So I use that. If you ever come to my shoppable lives, you actually see me on my phone device as I'm chatting and talking to you because it's like right in front of me. And I actually show you the phone for a little bit because I have to show you the tapper and how it looks. And then I also use the phone to kind of show you if I'm showing a product that has a separate app, I'll show you the app and what that looks like. So the phone to me is part of my presentation.
Okay, so I've noticed that when I go on live to TikTok, I cannot find the little orange heart that's automatically at the top of the phone. But when I'm on a laptop, I can't find that heart.
It's not there on a laptop. No, it's not there. I've had several people ask that, and it's not activated on the laptop. If you're watching from the laptop, you have to watch it from a mobile device, tablet, or your phone.
So that means at the end of your live, when you say, going up and remind people that are new to tap on the orange, how do they get if they're on the laptop and they can't get their points?
Nope, you can't. Somebody in a room, if you figured out the cheat code there, I don't know the answer, but I'm not on the laptop for my lives. I've been on other people's live from my laptop before, and again, it's not there, so I don't see it. But if somebody else sees it, let me know. How do you do it if you're familiar? But I don't think you can.
Sorry, it's also hard to find the daily heartbeat on the laptop. When I go live in the morning, I'm on my phone, but I have my husband's laptop beside me, and I cannot find the daily heartbeat on the laptop. I know you can scroll.
You know what, Rhonda? I'm sorry, Nubian. I thought you were saying the daily heartbeat. What did you just say before? Because that's the one you can't see on the laptop, the daily heartbeat. What were you saying?
The daily heartbeat I can't find, and I also can't find the orange at the top of your page where it says Dr. Lisa. Beside it is an orange heart.
That's the daily heartbeat.
But you can also go in there and claim all your points for the day.
That's the daily heartbeat. Yeah. That's what. Wait a minute. What did you say the first time? Yeah, that's the daily heartbeat.
Okay, and that's what's not found on the laptop.
Exactly.
All
Yeah. So you can't claim your points. You can't click the Daily Heart Me. The Daily Heart Me that says right here, fan club. That's all the Daily Heart Me. You can't do it on the laptop.
Wow. Okay. Because that's strange that they do it that way. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I have to figure out if there's an answer to that, but I have not heard where people say they can get it. Anybody else, if you know of a way, please let me know. I don't think so. I don't think there is.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And
strange.
then the other thing when you're saying, I would like to go ahead and do, I think I have that, the capability of going into, and I got it early, doing the shop thing.
Mm-hmm.
So right now you can only see what's in my store, but I don't know how to bring up a little cart. So to start a whole new channel and have to get back to 1,000, I know for some people it's fast, but that just seems like it would take forever to try and have a separate account. Like you said, you have separate accounts, one for shopping and one for just like your
It
teaching right now.
yeah,
It
yeah.
takes a while. Take a while.
It does. It does. It depends. It depends. You obviously you know what you know the second time around, so you know how to be. You can push the push the pedal a little faster the second time around because you're in rooms, you're connecting with people, you're intentionally knowing how to engage, and then you go to rooms that have a lot of people there, and then you understand kind of the strategy of if you're going to send some coins, maybe roses or heart puffs, 1 cent coins. You know how to do it slow so you stay pent up, people can grab you. So there's a strategy. You can follow up to 200 people a day. So if you're following 200 people, you know, um, some of those people will follow you back. You'll get people that way, and then like I said, go into certain rooms, you'll grow. So if you spent 2 weeks, you can get to your 1,000 pretty comfortably in 2 weeks. But that means that you're here, you're engaging, you're allocating some time and maybe a little bit of coins to making sure that you're doing it sooner than later.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Okay.
But yeah, being green, I did that for the month of May, and while I was still navigating my regular page, so it was like a lot of time spent on TikTok and going in and out here, there, and everywhere, and being intentional about what I was doing. And yes, you would have to put some coin up so that you can be seen in certain rooms and things like that. And so I was like dipping in, dipping out. I was a little bit of everywhere of the streets of TikTok, always backyard, in the cracks, all of it, highways, byways, and anyways. So you can certainly do that and have a plan and have also a bucket at the same time, not neglecting your main page and letting your people know on your main page how to go follow you on the new page, like pinning it up in your during your lives and stuff like that. Pin it up so people see it, and you tell them, hey guys, while we're here, go ahead and follow me. Go check me out on this new page, so that
Exactly.
your people that's on your regular page can know that you did create a second page. Sometimes I forgot and I showed up in their room and like, wait a minute, what is? I'm like, oh, it's Justin. I forgot. But anyway, I do have a question now that I was sitting here. Moderators. So I know you're doing it with your moderator for the shop or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So Empower Her is going to be my moderator tomorrow.
All right, nice.
So yeah. So how exactly did you do that to like get your daughter set up to be a moderator?
So yeah, so it's easy. Ooh, this is gonna be your first shop. Okay. So when you go to your, let me walk you through this. Let me show you. I'm gonna help you visualize what you're gonna do. I'm gonna come off my live so people see it later for my YouTube friends. I think I was the only one there anyway.